I never thought a routine dentist visit could turn into the most chaotic confrontation I'd ever witness. But that's exactly what happened the day Karen canceled her own appointment and decided the world owed her another one immediately. It was a Tuesday morning, the kind of boring, ordinary Tuesday where nothing dramatic is supposed to happen. I work at a busy suburban dental clinic just outside a quiet American neighborhood. We serve families, seniors, kids with braces, and yes, people who believe rules don't apply to them. Our schedule was packed, every chair full, every hygienist booked, every dentist running back to back. At 9 a.m. sharp, we were expecting Karen. Her file already gave us a warning. Multiple reschedules, late arrivals, notes in red. Patient becomes argumentative if delayed. Still, we were prepared. 9:05 a.m., no Karen. 9:10 a.m., still no Karen. At 9:12 the phone rang. I answered. Dental Care Associates, this is Alex. How may I help you? Immediately I heard heavy sighing, followed by that unmistakable tone, the one that says this is about to be your problem. Yes, this is Karen Miller, she snapped. I have a 9 o'clock appointment, but I'm running late. I checked the system. All right, Ms. Miller. Our grace period is 15 minutes. You still have... I'm not going to make it, she cut me off. Something came up. Something came up. Of course it did. Okay, I said calmly. We'll need to cancel today's appointment then. There was a pause. And when can you get me in again? She asked, already annoyed. I clicked through the schedule. My stomach sank. Ms. Miller, the next available opening is 4 weeks from now. Silence. Then, what? She exploded. That's unacceptable. I explained gently. We're fully booked, and cancellations this late usually. I canceled because I had to, she snapped. That's not my fault. I stayed professional. I understand, but we can't displace other patients. Her breathing got louder. So you're telling me I canceled my appointment and now I'm being punished? No, I said. You're just being rescheduled. For a month? Yes, ma'am. She laughed, not humorously. It was sharp, angry. This is ridiculous. I'll be there in 10 minutes. I froze. Ms. Miller, you just canceled? I did not cancel, she shouted. I said I was late. That doesn't mean you give my spot away. Before I could respond, the line went dead. She hung up. I looked at my coworker, Sarah. She's coming, I said quietly. Sarah sighed. Of course she is. We both knew. This was about to get ugly. 10 minutes later, the front doors slammed open so hard they rattled. Karen stormed in. Middle-aged, perfect blow-dried blonde hair. Oversized sunglasses still on indoors. Designer purse clenched like a weapon. She marched straight to the desk. I'm here, she announced loudly, and I expect to be seen immediately. Every patient in the waiting room looked up. I took a breath. Ms. Miller, you canceled your appointment over the phone. I did not cancel, she snapped. You canceled me. That's not how this works, Sarah said calmly beside me. Karen turned to her. Oh, so now you're ganging up on me? No, Sarah replied. We're explaining policy. Karen slammed her purse on the counter. I've been coming here for years, she yelled. You don't treat loyal patients like this. I checked her history again. 6 visits in 5 years. Missed 2. Late for 3. Loyal. Ms. Miller, I said, keeping my voice steady. Your slot has already been filled by another patient who was waiting. Her face turned red. So you gave my appointment to someone else? Yes, I said, because you canceled. That's theft, she shouted. Someone in the waiting room gasped. Karen leaned over the counter, pointing her finger inches from my face. I have a toothache, and you're telling me to wait a month. I nodded. If it's an emergency, we can refer you. I don't want a referral, she screamed. I want my dentist. At this point, the office manager, Lisa, came out. What seems to be the issue? Lisa asked. Karen spun around. Your staff canceled my appointment and now refuses to fix their mistake. Lisa looked at the computer. Ms. Miller, you canceled at 9:12 a.m. That's a lie, Karen said. I never agreed to cancel. Lisa folded her arms. We have a recorded call. The room went silent. Karen's confidence flickered for half a second. Then she doubled down. Well then, play it, she demanded. I want everyone to hear how rude your staff was to me. Lisa nodded. We can do that. Karen smirked. She thought she'd won. She had no idea what was coming. Lisa pressed a button. Karen's voice filled the waiting room. Clear, loud, undeniable. I'm not going to make it. Something came up. A pause. Fine, cancel it. Karen's smirk vanished. Her recorded voice continued. And if you don't get me in sooner, that's your problem. The recording ended. Dead silence. A man in the waiting room raised his eyebrows. A woman near the door whispered, "Wow." Karen's face went pale. "That recording is manipulated," she snapped. "You edited that." Lisa shook her head. "It's time-stamped and stored securely." Karen clenched her jaw. "This is unbelievable," she said loudly. "I'm being attacked for needing medical care." Lisa replied, "You're being held accountable for canceling last minute." Karen crossed her arms. "So what? You're just going to abandon me?" "No," Lisa said. "We offered alternatives." Karen scoffed. "I don't want alternatives. I want what I deserve." At that point, a patient spoke up. "Ma'am," an elderly man said gently, "some of us have been waiting weeks too." Karen whirled around. "This doesn't concern you." The man shrugged. "You canceled." Karen lost it. "This whole place is incompetent," she screamed. "I'm leaving a 1-star review." Lisa nodded. "That's your right." Karen grabbed her purse. "You just lost a customer." Lisa replied calmly, "We'll survive." Karen stormed out. The door slammed. Everyone exhaled. But the story wasn't over. Not even close. An hour later, our phones started lighting up. Negative reviews. Karen had gone on a rampage. She lied about her appointment. They refused emergency care. Worst dental office ever. Lisa responded to each one, with facts. She uploaded the call transcript. Karen didn't expect that. Within hours, the comments turned. "Sounds like you canceled." "Why blame them? You did this to yourself." Karen came back, this time with her husband. He stood quietly behind her as she yelled. "You embarrassed me online," she screamed. Lisa replied, "We corrected false information." Karen pointed at me. "He disrespected me." Her husband finally spoke. "Karen, you canceled." She turned on him. "So you're against me too?" He sighed. "I just want to go home." Karen stormed out again. That was the last we saw of her, or so we thought. A month later, Karen's rescheduled appointment came up. She didn't show. No call, no apology. We marked her as no-show and removed her from the patient list. Policy. That slot went to a woman who cried with relief when we called her. She'd been in pain for weeks. As for Karen, she left more reviews. But this time, no one believed her, because the truth had already spoken. And the lesson was simple. Canceling your appointment doesn't cancel reality.